Hi, welcome to my channel. This is Elizabeth with Wandering Soul Enterprises. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here. So today I wanted to do a special little video. So the other day I was watching Jess Puckett's YouTube channel, her New Year's reading, and it was really resonating with me. And then she mentioned during the video that she was picking up on some grandmother energy coming through, and so she told everybody watching the video to, if you have something from your grandmother, go connect with it, go get it out, go connect with it. And I have a few hand downs from both of my grandmothers, but one in particular that I've been actually featuring on this channel a little bit is the Mother Home in Heaven book from my Tutu. And so after watching that reading from Jess Puckett, I decided to go get out the book, do a little bibliomancy where I flipped to a random page. And so I flipped to a random page, and it was an essay about the fall of Lucifer and the fall of Eve. And as I was reading the essay, this little slip of paper floated out of the book. And so I started reading it. Here, I'll try to show it to you so you can get a screenshot if you want. And it's handwritten notes that my grandmother wrote down, and they're tips about love and marriage and friendship, and it's really kind of touching. So I wanted to read them for you here today. And then also just kind of wanted to mention a couple of things. You know, I really like the way there's this vintage letterhead on the note. The business doesn't exist anymore. It's a taco place now. But I also was just trying to figure out where these notes might have come from. And at first I thought it was probably taken from a sermon or maybe like a talk at Bible Study Fellowship or something like that. So that's one possibility. But then I started Googling it a little bit, and I also have this other idea that she may have been listening to like a radio show or a lecture on tape from C.S. Lewis. Just like a little intuitive hit that I got there. I kind of Googled it, and something from C.S. Lewis, the Four Loves by C.S. Lewis popped up during my Google search. So I'm wondering if maybe this has something to do with that as well. And like all the things that I share with you from this book, I just want to be clear that the ideas from this book and my grandmother's notes aren't necessarily my own views, but I do think it's important for us to connect with our ancestors and learn from their wisdom and from their experiences, and to integrate that into our own lives and kind of sort through it and decide what to keep and what needs an update. So here it goes. So at the very top of the page, there's this little note that I don't quite understand, but it says, takeaway, sports plus business will find 1 mute. So I'm not quite sure what that means. I think it has something to do with conversations between men and women, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the tips about love, starting with tip number 1. It says, 1, we say they slowly outgrow each other. And then there's more about that on the back side of the note that we'll talk about later. Number 2, always take spouse on trips. Number 3, a certain degree of companionship needed. Number 4, friends with people of same age and mentality. Number 5, modeling done by children. Sad parents lead to upset, sad children. Number 6, love infatuation wears out in 10 years. Friendship, compassion come into play. Number 7, does he or she care or interested in what I say? And then she put question mark, question mark, question mark at the end there. Not just one question mark, but 3 question marks. So then on the back side, it says, number 1, men must be vulnerable and admit weakness in order to have close men friends. Number 2, felt it's okay to fail. I'm not quite sure what that means, but I think it's about men. And then this next little part here is where she's expanding on what we mean when we say they slowly outgrew each other. It's because couples grow apart after children, according to the note. Couples talk less, quality less sometimes. And then it says, keep friendship, spend some time alone. And then at the bottom of the note, it says friendship, how to get it, how to keep it. And I read that thinking that sounds like some sort of a book title. So that's why I started Googling. And at first that Dale Carnegie book popped up about how to win friends and influence people. And I thought, no, that's not it, because she would have written that. And so I Googled it again, but I put like 1960s book, and that's when C.S. Lewis popped up with the 4 loves. And I think this might have something to do with that, because he talked a lot about friendship and things like that too. So really interesting. It was a really meaningful moment, and I wanted to share it with all of you. And I hope that you have a happy new year, and that you find happiness in love, friendship, marriage, if you have one, and good relationships with your kids, people that you love. All right. Thank you. Bye.